And our final guest today is Oriyomi Mofokuwake Olude Edgar, a vibrant soul with infectious zest for life, a talent for creativity, and a heart of compassion. Now, she is the executive producer of the much talked about stage play Kashimawo. She's also produced a number of other stage plays. It is great to have you. You are welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, you just informed me that it was World Theatre Day yesterday.
Yes.
Tell me, what is World Theatre Day about?
To remember the stage plays, the actors, and the meaning of having things on stage, theatre live. You know, it's not like something we're recording, but it goes live.
I see that spark in your eyes that I see in many other theatre artisans, as it were. Let's talk about your origins. How did this all start for you?
Well, it all started with the Duke of Shomolu Foundation. We wanted to bring history back into Nigeria.
Okay.
Now, you know, history was taken out for some time.
Yeah, it was.
And now,
surprising.
yes, and now we want to tell our stories, historical stories, prominent Nigerians, past, some still alive, and to inform the youths and some of us who have forgotten where Nigeria did come from, where we're coming from. And so we do these stage plays about people who have impacted Nigeria. Recently, we just finished Awo, commemorating with his birthday, posthumous birthday, in Ikene. And we took about 100 bikers there, and you know, it was so wonderful.
Wonderful.
The only surviving daughter there, Mrs. Dosumo.
Okay.
She was there and she entertained us, took us round the gallery, the house, where he lived, where he died, everything about him.
Wonderful.
And you could see the people that went for the tour, they were excited about the news. Things they found out about Awolowo that most people didn't know. And so now we're doing Kashimawo.
All right. So in some ways, I can call you a custodian of history. How do you feel about that, being somebody who without you, a number of people will not know what has happened or what preceded them?
Yes, it is a great privilege, really. And having to go into research, digging deep and seeing things that ordinary eyes do not see.
How do you do this research that you're talking about?
We have our directors. Now we're doing Kashimawo Sunday the 31st and April 1st, and this is done. The research is done by Professor Razak Ojobakari from Ekiti. Now, we do help them with funds, and they go into research. We sit down together, go through it, and then we come out with a stage play that is...
Stage play together.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you start as a stage play or yourself? Did you appear in stage play yourself? So where did the zeal and
It came from the Duke himself. Who happens to be my husband.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he studied political science and he started writing some rants. He writes in This Day, and from Loud Whispers on This Day, there's a column in This Day.
Yeah.
And from there, you know, Bolanle Peter was generous enough to push him that, look, why don't you put this into stage play?
Yeah.
And then we moved from there, and we saw that, you know, there's a gap in history, and then we decided that.
You know, it's surprising that you came into it from your husband, but it's now seeming like it's your own, because the verve and the enthusiasm which you carry it is quite admirable. Well done. So, Kashimawo is on Sunday.
Yes.
What is it about? What should people expect when they come to see that play?
It's about MK Abiola.
Okay.
And people will find out whether destiny does have a part to play in one's life. And then the thing about him, his youth, his background, where he came from, what made the man MK Abiola.
Wonderful.
People will come to see and know one or two things that,
Wonderful. Know. Where can they see this play? Give us more details
it will be done
at
Ajay Presaita Hall, Muzon Center, and Lagos Island by TBS Onicon. We have 4 p.m. show and 6 p.m. show each day.
On both days, okay.
On both days. And you could get tickets by there.
How does a For upcoming, this question is something that people have spoken to me about, people I know who would like to be a part of a theater production. What does it take for somebody to be a part, either as cast or crew? What does it take? What are those, what is the prerequisite? What are those things, those qualities that someone needs to be a part of a theater stage production?
Well, most of the people we work with, they either graduated from a theater arts degree, and some are just enthusiastic and they learn on the job.
On the job, yeah.
And so if you want to be on theater, you have to be a very diligent person, resilient, because there are hours and hours of rehearsals. And you have to remember virtually everything.
Because this
like
time there's
almost
no cut.
study the story itself.
Exactly, you're not cutting.
There's no action, stop, cut. No.
Exactly.
It's just straight on.
Straight on and all of that. And wonderful. If somebody wanted to be a part of what you do, how does someone become a part of it?
There is audition.
Okay.
We do audition, and the director will check out and give scripts, parts that you have to just come up with, and then they decide if you are good for this part or that part, or dancing. We have dancers too. So.
Exactly. How well, looking at stage and all of that, I know that we are a community of people that appreciate stage. But what do you think is the next step to move on to the next level, if there is, and how do you think that can be achieved?
Well, you see, now we have sponsors that assist us in bringing out these productions. If most, all the sponsors, they can do more,
yeah,
it will be easy.
It will be easier, yeah.
And the going out, the economy is not so friendly anymore.
Quite true.
And so it takes time to build this type of platform we have. And the Duke of Shomolu Production, we have a line of people we go to support what we do. And so just keeping up with them, giving them the visibility, that's part of what we do. We have a whole large board with names of people, we acknowledge them, and then, they push for us little by little. And then when we come on air like this, we try to, drop some names of people.
Now, do you think what we do here in Nigeria is at par with what is, or what we see around the world? Say like a Broadway or something. You think that we can pull such excellence on stage? You think that we have what it takes?
Yes, we do have what it takes. We just don't have the finance to push.
Because it can be quite big and all of that.
We have beautiful talents in Nigeria. Very strong, talented people. And good spoken people, they are so strong. The kind of rehearsals that goes on behind the scenes to achieve this much, So we can actually achieve anything we set our minds to do. It's just that the environment, we find ourselves can be not so conducive for us. Yes.
Well, over here we are wishing the Duke of Shomolu Productions the best on Kashimo on Sunday, and of course on Monday, and of course on your future productions. And
yes,
someday,
we do have one coming up.
Okay, someday we would hope that we can do that kind of Broadway that
yes, we're going to London May 18th at the famous Shaw Theatre.
Wonderful.
And we're doing Awo, the musical.
Wonderful.
Awo again. I mean, it is so much about him because he is an enigma.
Wonderful.
He's a beautiful leader.
Okay, here's us wishing you the best.
Thank you.
We've got.